How do you gain an incredible advantage in the summertime? You do it by having one-on-one training with your quarterback. It is the one thing that you can do that will separate from your opponents. Welcome everybody, this is Tony Franklin. I've been involved in football as a football coach for the last 40 years, but really I've been involved in football for 55 years as a player and a coach. And some of the things that I'm incredibly proud of is that over that period of time, I've had 9 quarterbacks that I've coached in high school, arena football, and in college football that were players of the year, including the first pick in the NFL draft, Jared Goff. But what's happened over the last 20 years is I developed a system called the Tony Franklin system, which throughout high school football and college football and eventually into the NFL helped to change the way that football was played. High school coaches dramatically changed the way that football is played today by the way that we were able to teach them and the success that our clients had all throughout the country. But what's happened in the last year has been mind-boggling. We started something called TF 365. And now we have a plug-and-play system that 365 days out of the year, we get together and I send you somewhere between a 10-minute and a 1-hour video that specifically teaches you different elements of football to make you a top 5% earning coach in all of football, high school, college, wherever, whatever level it is that you're at. So a plug-and-play system 365 days out of the year. The one thing you want to make sure you do, guys, go to CoachTF.com and book a phone call and let's talk about getting you into the top 5% of this profession. Now we go directly into summer training with your quarterback one-on-one.
Okay. The summer workout, you've got to have goals that are specific when you go into the summer. And I think it's really important that everybody, regardless of where you're coaching, whether you're a middle school coach, a freshman coach, a JV coach, a college coach, doesn't make any difference, is that when you go into the summertime, every position group has to have a specific goal set that they're trying to accomplish. What can they do specifically to get better, and then how are you going to do that in the summer? So obviously, if you're a middle school or a freshman or a high school football coach, you've got to deal with the summer break vacations, with kids traveling and going to camps, all the things that people do with that position group. But in order to achieve your overall offensive goals, I believe that the summertime can be a magical time because you can get a lot of individual work with position groups to where that you as the head coach or the offensive coordinator, maybe the position coaches are gone, but you can get to really know your offense a lot better. So today we'll start off, we'll start talking about the specific things that you can do to make your quarterbacks better in the summer and what those goals are. The number one thing that you have to do, this has been on the video trainings that we have had, that we've put out before to you guys, is that you want to master the Manning-Goff drill. So the Manning-Goff drill being the footwork drill to where that they have the incredible typewriter feet. We have filmed you that. You've seen video of Jared Goff doing it and the drill work. And then you've also watched Jared on game day. You've seen Peyton Manning doing it on game day, and then how we came up with the idea of the drill being watching Manning. So in the off season, the great thing about the Manning-Goff drill is that you go through all phases of your drop back game out of the gun. A 1-step drop, a 3-step drop, and then your pop, which to me means play action. So you do your play action out of the gun and play action out of the eye. And you want to master this. And this is a really, I'm talking about down their crawl, get after their butt This is a conditioning drill as well as a fundamental drill. What you want them to become is that you want them to become a machine. If they're a machine in the pocket, then they'll be able to avoid the rush. They'll be able to slide into A gap, B gap, either side, move all the way to C gap, keep the feet as wide as the shoulders, keep the feet incredibly hot, stay in the typewriter mode, ball up at the throat level, avoid the rush while still reading, and this will become a habit for them. And that's the goal of the summer. You can win games simply by mastering this drill in the summertime. It's not easy. It's not something that you can let them get away with being average. In order for them to be really good, you can take a below average quarterback and make him good. You can take a good quarterback and make him great in the off season with that training. So you want to match all drills, whether it's the Manning-Goff drill or all the other drills that you're going to do in your warm-up, with whatever your emphasis of the day is. So if you're emphasizing in the drop back game, you're going to have cross. In the quick game, you're going to have stick. In the play action game, you're going to run 4 verticals. You're going to run switch, or you're going to run go. Then what you want to do is that you want your pre-practice warm-up drills to mimic those. You want to give them the verbiage for those plays as they do their warm-ups. So they want to do the warm-ups as if they are in the pocket drill. Manning-Goff, we've already gone over before. So you want to do your warm-up throws as a pocket passer. You want to do your warm-ups on the move. So the pocket move drills, whether it's a rodeo lasso where you're going to roll out to the right, roll out to the left, or whether they're your naked plays to where that you're going to play fake one direction, you're going to roll out the other, and then you're going to have to work all the details of that drill work to where that your quarterback has a free defender in his face. He's got his shoulder pump and get the guy up in the air. He's got to find a throwing lane. He's got to outrun somebody. You want to warm up in the drills of whatever your RPO drills, what I call your double play throws, to where that you've got a running back on a chop screen or a receiver going in motion behind the play, and you're going to RPO a chop screen, a bubble screen to the running back behind the line, a fast screen to a wide out, or a bubble screen. All these things are pre-practice warm-up when you first get out on the field. You don't want to waste time in warm-ups to where you're just letting them develop bad habits and go through a crappy warm-up drill because your coaches are lazy at the time. You also then want to emphasize what I call last phase things. In the summertime, you can do last phase pat and go, last phase zero drill, last phase corner drill, to where that you as the coach, with nobody else there, can stand 10 yards away from your quarterback and let them work on hot feet, fast feet, throw the ball over the outside shoulder pad, pat and go, and you can get a bag of balls and they can throw you 10 pat and go balls without moving, without you having to run down the field. You can do the same thing with cover zero drills, to where it's just the last phase and they're working on getting air on the ball and dropping the ball into the trash can. So you can do that with a post drill. You can do that with a corner drill. Then you also can work on your scramble drills. And again, you can do all of this with nobody there but you and your quarterback, which again is magical, especially when you've got a quarterback that hasn't been through an off season with you before, or if you're just now learning how to do these new drills. You want to work on the scramble drill to where that he's got front side pressure where he can feel it, move up with a violent move up in the pocket, scramble to where the defender came from, lose ground, throw the ball on the run. Then you want to do the scramble drill to where he's got the blind throw. He's got a blind defender coming to his blind side. He does the reverse spin out, keeps the eyes downfield, finds the open player, makes the throw on the run. So he's getting in two things. You also want to emphasize in your pre-practice warm-up drills, you get your strip drill and your wrong arm drill into where you work on ball security, keeping the ball always on top of the number, rubbing it raw, keeping it high and tight, showing no air. And then what I call wrong arm, which is where the quarterback has the ball on the right arm, a defender's coming to take a hit on him. He has enough time to switch the ball, grab over the top, switch the ball to the opposite arm, to where that now that he has the ball in the free arm away from the defender. And then if you have receivers, he can work on the route throws of the day with the receivers. Then in your warm-ups again, and again, you can, I want you to be able to think to yourself, I can do this. I can make my guys better in the summer with nobody there but me and one player. That's all I need. It's just me and the quarterback. So I can now work on our tunnel screen day. So you can work on your solid, your marine, your missile, your sprint throwback screens. And again, you as the coach can give him a bag of balls and he can work on 5 throws. You can have a tunnel screen back to the left with a chop screen to the right, and he can take a drop step, spin, catch, take a drop step, look to the chop screen to the right, turn and throw 5 tunnel balls to you back to the left. Then you can become the chop guy. You just have to use a creative mind that you can get so much done with just one guy. If you have 2 guys, that's fine. If you have receivers, that's fine. But you just need to be creative and don't make an excuse and say, I couldn't get these drill works in because there was nobody there but my quarterback. You hope that's what it is, because you get a lot more quality work in with guys when it's just you and that person that's there. And you can just, if you're not a good ball catcher, you can just bat balls down when they come to you. I've seen a lot of coaches that were horrible athletes that can't catch anything. And you just sit there and smack the ball down because you don't want the quarterback to feel like he's not making good throws because you're a terrible athlete and you can't catch the ball. So again, you work on your RPOs we talked about a while ago. And then also you've got your Bama, your Wolfpack screens, any type of screen games that you have. This is just a daily deal. Conditioning via drills. I already talked about Manning-Goff. Manning-Goff is a tempo conditioning drill to me. That is how I get quarterbacks in shape. They're going to be, if they do Manning-Goff right, and you give them 3 to 4 reps, I give them a rep, and then I rest them for 20 or 30 seconds before I give them the next rep, because the rep is going to be, them taking the drop, going through 3 reads on the progression. I then move them up, back, sideways, left, right, somewhere along the way, clap my hands, they throw the ball. When they finish that drill, they're wore out. They're exhausted if they do that drill right. And then they can do, for conditioning, I can do quarterback run game drills. Okay, so I can do our quarterback power drills that we call frog and flip, quarterback draw drills. And so we can do it if I've got 2 quarterbacks there that day. One guy goes, the other guy watches, then the next guy goes. And then that way they'll have a little bit of designated rest when the other guy is going. Then the coach would transition and go down where they are, where they finish up, so you don't waste a motion to where that they have to run and they have to come back to you. Always be creative with your brain as to how you can save your players' legs, and that means that you as a coach have to hustle. You can also, even in pat and go, to where one of the ways that we've done pat and go, the receivers catch and stay at that end, and then when the quarterbacks finish, they then sprint to the other end and they can get in conditioning with that. And then you also can get in great conditioning with your QBs on any of your pocket move drills, to whether it's rodeo, lasso, naked, or your scramble drills. So again, think of combining things to be able to do it. And then at the end of the day, your end of the day drills that you want to always do, you always want to work on cover 0 throws. So you place your trash can at the back corner, get on the left hash if you're throwing left, put the ball on the 1 yard line, quarterback takes the snap, 1 drop step, other quarterback rushes, or you as the coach rush, give him a little love tap, slap him when he throws the ball. He's got to work throwing the ball early with lots of air on the ball. The ball tries to die into the trash can. Don't let them get depressed. If they throw 10 balls and they don't make a ball, just tell them that, on a normal week, if Jared Goff threw 50 of those, he might make 2. So if they make 4, tell them they're better than the first pick in the draft. But there's lots of ways to get those guys better with what I call your cover 0 throws. And then the main thing you want to think about is that you can get tremendous individual reps with your top guys and your backups in the summertime. So think about summertime as being your best time. And then finally, the last thing that you can teach is that you can teach leadership in the off season. So you teach leadership by getting them to practice using what I call their big boy voice. So If you're a fast tempo team, your quarterback has got to be loud. So practice giving him signals and making him be loud, yelling, hey, north, 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 south, south, south. Hey, we got east, 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 move over here, move over here. Use his voice, get loud, demand fast alignment, and get him used to where you train him how to rip people's butts, okay, how to get after somebody if they don't do it right. And then you also teach him how to scan his eyes on alignment to where that he looks and gets guys lined up. Hey, move inside, Johnny, move inside, Johnny. You can train guys that are shy to be better leaders by working on their voices and also train them to see coverage stuff as well. So you want to practice your signals with all your QBs in the offseason, practice to where those guys are going to relay signals to each other, make your quarterbacks, if the starter is not in, let him signal. If the backup is not in, let them signal. That again helps them to create pride and to learn the signaling so that they're really good on game day. And if nothing else, they can fake signals on game day. Coaching, most important thing for you in the summertime, as I said, make them perfect Manning-Goff. No lazy moments after entering the field. That's the one thing I teach QBs. The moment you get on the field, there is no lazy moment. So don't let them walk in those gates and be lazy. Be simple, learn what they can do, and then do what they can do. Make every drill competitive. You want the backup to be better than the starter in the drill work, and then praise the backup. So that'll make the starter better. If they have a guru that they go to, that they're giving their money away to, make the guru come to you and learn your drills. Tell the guru that you'll do everything in your power to make sure he never gets another one of your players unless he teaches them the same thing you're doing. Otherwise, you got a problem. Establish supreme knowledge of the offense and the players. That's what you want your quarterbacks, again, to do in the offseason.
That's it, everybody. Those are the life-changing, career-changing, career improvement points that we have for today. If you enjoyed this, please go visit CoachTF.com. Better than that, book a call with me today. Get on the phone and give me a call. Improve your life. And then the most important thing, never forget, do something good today for somebody who could never repay you as long as you live. If you do that, you'll have lived a great life. One last thing, guys, we have to give you a gigantic thank you. We had such a successful debut with the Coach Tony Franklin podcast only because of you. You guys went, you watched, you gave us 5-star reviews. Please make sure you do this. Go back now. Subscribe to the Coach Tony Franklin podcast, wherever it is that you watch, whatever your favorite place is to watch it from, please subscribe. And if you didn't give us a 5-star review, please go back and give us one. And then just remember, every week on Monday and on Friday, we're going to have a brand new episode for you. So make sure on those days that you put on your big boy pants, because if you enjoyed those, you're really going to enjoy what we've got coming next.